What's up, everyone? In today's show, I'm going to show you how to get more out of your SSD drive for your Lumix camera and for your editing workflow. I'm going to show you how to get fewer slowdowns, smoother, more stable recording, faster file transfers, a quicker editing response, and better long take reliability. That way your S52 or your GH7 doesn't cut off on you while you're filming. I hope you don't mind the vertical video. I originally started this off as a short, but I had a little more information I wanted to give, so turned into a long form video. Let's talk about it. What's up? I made a video a while back about SSDs and using them with your Lumix camera. Well, I showed you a couple of different SSD options, and those are still great options to use, but I've actually upgraded mine a little bit, so I wanted to show it to you in case you ever wanted to upgrade yours. So the problem I was having isn't on the camera side. The enclosure I showed you, that's as fast as your camera can read. The one I showed you is 10 gigabit a second. That's a 10 gigabit a second enclosure, even though the drive inside, the drive like this, can actually read a lot more. It can read up to 40 gigabits a second. If you have a port that can read 40 gigabit, I have a Mac Studio that would work for me. What that does is, and I want to be clear, 10 gigabits a second is plenty for a lot of people, but I like to work off the drive because I record some pretty big files, ProRes, RAW, and I like to just keep them on the drive. That way I don't have to take up all the space on my computer. My Mac Studio only has a 2 terabyte drive, and a lot of that is used up by the operating system. So I got this new enclosure, and it can do 40 gigabits a second. So first we're going to test the old drive in the old enclosure, and then we're going to put the old drive in the new enclosure here and see how much of a gain we get and what the real world difference is. Ready? Let's go. So let's open it up and see what they gave us. Looks like we got, a 40 gigabit cord. It also comes with a 10 gigabit cord, which has a USB-A on it. We're going to be using, of course, the fast cord. You'll only get that 40 gigabits through a cord like this, just like I told you in the last video. To say 40 gigabits, it's on it. This is the new enclosure. You can tell already this one is way more robust than the other one. It has a cooling fan in it right there, just a little one. It's got the USB-C there. It's got plenty of venting. It's a lot bigger. It's a lot more robust. It's got bigger fins. The old one doesn't have any fins. As you can tell, it's just pretty much an enclosure, pretty much just a place to hold it. And it does get pretty warm sometimes. That's another reason why I wanted to switch to this way bigger enclosure. It looks like you got a couple of screws here. Even got some little rubber feet, a screwdriver. You can get a lanyard, it looks like. They hook you up pretty good for 30 bucks. And goodness gracious. Let's go ahead and open this one too. Oh, let's test this one first. So this is a really easy test to do. All you have to do is go up to the menu and pick the target drive that you want to test, then come back down and just hit start. The test runs in about 20 to 30 seconds. It'll keep looping though, so remember that. You don't need to just wait for it to finish. Mistake I made at first. You'll be waiting forever because it'll just keep running until you press start. As soon as the boxes populate with check marks or X's, it's done. And it pretty much just tells you what kind of footage you can capture with this drive. You'll see how it goes. If you're looking for this test, the app is made by Blackmagic Design. If you're an Apple user, just go to the App Store and you can download it right from there. So if you're a Windows user, it's just a little bit more difficult. You need to go to the Blackmagic website and download the desktop video software package, and it's included in that. So you have to download a few other things to get it, but it's well worth it to me. It's a real quick test. You just hit start and it tells you if your drive is malfunctioning or if anything's wrong with it, and it tells you how fast it goes. So it's a really little handy thing to have. I use it a lot anytime I get a new drive just to make sure it's functioning the right way. All right, so let's go ahead and run the test. Remember, this is the original enclosure, the old one that we're replacing. I just want to gauge how fast it is now versus how fast the new one is. So let's go ahead and run this test, which I've already run it before. All right, it's about 1,000 megabits a second, which is exactly what it's supposed to be. And that's exactly what I thought it would be. So, which that is incredibly fast. As you can see, all the green boxes populated at the bottom, all except for 3. And if you look at what 3 those are, it's like 12K DCI and then 12K 60. So I'm not going to ever be shooting that stuff anytime in the near future. My camera won't even do it. Like I said, changing it isn't really for the camera. It's more for the computer side of it. I just want to be able to transfer stuff as fast as I can. Kind of future-proof myself. Just start moving towards faster stuff as things get faster. I plan to upgrade my computer in the next couple of years, and I just want to make sure that I have the fastest media possible. I'm not sure that it won't help with the camera, but I'm already not having any problems with it recording anything, so I doubt it will. You can see the drive plugged into the Mac Studio. We're going to pull it out. See, I wish it was toolless, but it's not. They do make some that are toolless, but this one is pretty much as simple as you can get with still having screws. It has one little tiny screw here. Just to be clear, what we saw on the test is this one is fine. This one is fine for your Lumix camera. There's nothing your Lumix camera can shoot that this won't be able to handle unless you have the S1R2. Then you may need to have a little faster one. But every other Lumix camera that can shoot SSD, this will be perfectly fine for. I've tested it with the S12 and the S52X, and it works just fine. So we'll put this screw over here just so we don't mix it up with the ones that go to this drive. Now we're going to pull out this disc and put it in our new enclosure here.
Riding through the city with my girl right now. I'ma take her around town with the windows down. Speakers up loud, can you hear that sound? Got the rear view shaking and the windows down. Riding through the city with my girl right now. I'ma take her around town with the windows down. Speakers up loud, can you hear that sound? Got the rear view shaking and the windows down. Whoa, windows down. Riding around town with the windows down.
All right, here comes the moment of truth. We're gonna test the new enclosure. It's the same drive, new enclosure, and see if we get any more speed with it. Just to recap, it's pretty easy, but I just want to make sure I didn't lose anybody. So first we tested this enclosure. That was the test we just ran with a drive that I already had in it. We're testing this enclosure with the same drive in it to see if the enclosure gives us more speed, which it's supposed to, and that's exactly what I expect to happen. But I just like making sure. It's not going to make that much difference with your camera. It definitely can't hurt it, for sure. It's just going to make sure there's less errors or less times of it slowing down. But where it's really going to shine is when you go to transfer that stuff to your computer, or when you go to work off your drive and you want to bring in 3 or 4 different files off of here onto the same timeline, or just anything where you've got media on this drive and you're working with it. It's going to increase it by just about by 4 times. So that's an incredible jump. Excuse me. That's an incredible jump in speed, and it's definitely worth doing for $39. It's one of the fairly inexpensive upgrades you can do that'll definitely get you more speed when you're editing. So let's try it out and see how it goes. All right, let's go. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. We didn't quite hit 4, but 31 is pretty darn good. You can see on the read speed, man, it's really killing it. So if you look at the checks they've already populated, all of them populated but one. And the one that didn't populate is 12K DCI 60 ProRes 422 HQ, which is a ridiculous amount of information. I'm never going to be shooting 12K ProRes 422 HQ, but everything else I can shoot. Everything else should be just fine with this drive. I'm pretty happy. For $39, I pretty much can do anything. And again, I'm not even going to do any of that stuff. It's not really about the shooting. Just one more time, just to reiterate, because I don't want to, I mean, you can say whatever you, I was going to say I don't want anybody to come in the comments, but I don't care. I want you to come in the comments. You can say anything you want. But if you're going to say like, oh, that's not going to do you any good, you're wrong. It actually will help. Like I said, when you're transferring stuff back and forth with your computer, if you have a Thunderbolt 4 MacBook or a Thunderbolt 4 computer, it will make a huge difference when you go to transfer files back and forth. It'll be like night and day difference, as you can see. So do me a favor, if you like this video, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, make sure you ring the notification bell so you can stay up to date on my content, as well as YouTube is going to recommend this video right here. Do me a favor, go ahead and click that, and I'll see you over there.